Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but by the way, I'm Professor Prism. I'm very grateful to have this moment to share with you and to bring you some wisdom that I have gained over my many years of youth. And speaking of that, I don't know if you can notice, but somewhere in this area here, I have a slight scar that I have been carrying with me since childhood. I remember the particular day. It was a fairly normal day, as I recall. And yeah, sometimes I need a little chapstick. Alright, to here, a little chapstick, and just... Anyway. I like that. Anyway. And there's some friends, we were playing, and one gentleman had a bicycle, and there was a little banana seat on the bicycle, and a little handle right behind the seat. And he was riding by, and I grabbed a hold of that thing. And it just twirled me in the air. Quite parallel I was I was parallel to it, to the ground. And it twirled me in the air, as I recently shared with you, and it twirled me toward the curb on the side of the road. And it was my head that hit that road about right there, and it cut a gash right into my eyebrow. Now, at that particular time, my eyebrows were not as beautiful as they are now, if you know what I mean. And it cut a gash in there, and of course we didn't go to the doctor. The only time anyone went to the doctor was in our childhood, is when we were dying, and our parents would then take us to see if the doctor could resuscitate us and to bring us back to life, much like Jesus brought people back to life. Except these weren't Jesus. These were just mere men. Mere men. I remember Dr. McDowell. He was a good doctor. Very good doctor. Except he loved to give us shots. Every time we went to the doctor, he thought he did a penicillin shot. There were some occasions that, in addition to the penicillin shot, he thought we may need a tetanus shot. On this particular occasion, where I twirled parallel to the Earth's surface and landed upon my eyebrow against the cement curb, I did not go to the doctor this time. Though I think I received a concussion and possible brain damage at that time. Terrible thought, but and ever since then I've been doing things like this, just unexpectedly, if you know what I mean. I need to adjust my glasses for you. There we go. Now, excuse me, I'm going to cough. When I cough, I like to use the diaphragm, because I was taught as a young man singing in the church choirs that it was most beneficial to sing from the diaphragm. I was much older before I learned that the diaphragm was actually a birth control device. And for that very reason, I'm not a very good singer at all. because I did not use birth control, and neither did my mother before I was born. Though my father often said she should have. Now, I don't know what that meant, and that's really nothing to do with the subject that we're sharing in this moment, which is, as I twirled in midair behind that bicycle, nearly hovering above the Earth's surface as I twirled, that is until I landed upon my eyebrow against the curb of the road, and suffered some symptoms of brain damage, but have completely recovered to this point, other than, as I had previously stated again and again and again and again, that I sometimes do that. It's quite annoying to me, though I'm sure you think it's probably a good thing. But anyway, it's one of the reasons that I so greatly appreciate my forehead, as I have also previously said. There's something about the shape of it, the size of it, the depth of it, that's remarkable. Now, as we sit here together, and well, we're not actually sitting together, but as you watch this recording that I'm sharing with you, and I think it's quite extraordinary, then what were we talking about anyway? Yes. So I have this scar. Now, if you will also notice through here, these other things that you see that appear that they might be abnormalities in the surface of the face actually aren't. Those are birthmarks and beauty marks. My mother taught me. She's a kind and gentle soul, and very honest, I might add, and truthful in everything she says. And she says they're beauty marks and birthmarks, and I assure you they are. There is no other damage to this face. Excuse me. I previously, I just short time ago, I had some homemade mashed potatoes that I love those starchies, and I had some pickled beets. I love pickled beets, though they're not like my father used to grow and then process in our kitchen. But they were very good. And also I had some, it's a delicacy meat that, well, I'm a little embarrassed to say that I do eat that, because most folks just simply cannot afford it. And so, for my meat, I did have Spam, and it was delicious, very delicious, and it glided across my palate, down my throat, and into my inner regions of gastric acids. Now, if we continue along this line of thought, and I think we've progressed quite, I guess, quite outline-ish, which is a very simple but profound word, which means we're kind of following an outline, and one thought follows the other, and I've progressed very good like that. I do have a special gift with speaking, and so as we progress